get emotional when I hear that song. Well, the first time I saw the video, music video, and I don't want to start crying. It touched me so deeply because I think we all have insecurities in life, no matter who you are. And the song had a universal message about just being brave. Just believe in yourself, you know? It's so important.
Thank you so much. It was really born out of a true place of love. It was inspired by a dear friend of mine who was struggling to come out as an adult. And I was also collaborating with Jack Antonoff at the time, who was working tirelessly to launch his social justice organization called the Ally Coalition, which is about straight voices speaking up for gay rights. And so it was, yes, absolutely. And it was just really born out of this place of love. And then to watch the song kind of take on this whole life of its own, it's been an amazing journey.
Yeah, it struck a nerve in many, many people. It really did.
It's incredible.
When did you realize just what kind of an impact this song was having all across the world?
There was a video that got sent to me that was made at a children's hospital in Minnesota. And I think my mom, oh, you have it. Yeah. Oh, yes. My mom sent me the link to this video, and it was late at night. I got home and I watched the video and I was bawling. And I had this moment of realization that it had, again, taken on a life of its own, and I'm so grateful. My God, what a gift.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And to think that it's given that little boy the courage to fight through sickness. You know, I don't know that you ever can fully appreciate the power of what you do, you know, as a performer. And when things like that happen.
It's really remarkable,
yeah.
And very surreal sometimes. I have spent the last couple of days, you know, getting to meet people who have gotten the book for the first time, and really getting to hear fans' stories, and it's overwhelming, actually, sometimes. And I'm very, very blessed. Very
I know you were a little reluctant about the book. It's called Sounds Like Me. We have a copy of it right there, because you revealed in the book that you have a lot of insecurities.
Thank you.
A lot, and they all sort of came flooding back. And you were asked to judge a singing competition show a few years ago. What happened?
You know, I was a little bit blindsided by the pressure to sort of appear a certain way. I have my own style, and I have spent my life kind of finding what makes me feel comfortable in my skin. And there was a lot of pressure to appear a certain way. It was a certain version of femininity, which is not bad, good or bad. It just didn't happen to be mine. And
So it was pushed on you?
A little bit, yeah. And I learned a lot from the experience, and I met amazing people, and then I ultimately, you know, felt like it was an awesome experience, and then it was time to move on.
To move on, yeah. Do you still have the insecurities that you did as a
honey,
kid?
yes. Oh my God, yes.
We all do, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little depressing when you realize you don't totally get to grow out of it. It's not something that disappears. It's like, you know, we have to practice being kind to ourselves, and it's something that I have to work really hard at. You know, even today, getting ready to be on television is nerve-wracking. I mean, you do feel that?
No, I get nervous every time. Absolutely. Mine is more almost performance. But when you have to talk about yourself and give of yourself, that's always hard. You wrote a whole book about yourself, too. What did you learn through that experience about you, Sara, you at your core?
That therapy was really good for me. I learned, gosh, you know, just taking the time to kind of tell my story, I think helped me gain some compassion for the parts of my life that felt painful at the time, and especially looking back in retrospect, seeing how much I learned from the parts that were painful, so to try to practice gratitude for what is difficult sometimes. That's what the book ended up representing to me. It was like, I learned to love something that was really hard. This was I mean, it's not that long. It's not a dense read. I'm no Hemingway, but like, this was a real challenge for me, and I was proud of myself for finishing.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because it's a great book, and you know, and all the things that you felt as a child, all those insecurities led you to the career that you have now. So it's so interesting how that shapes you, and the kind of person you are, and the thoughtful person that you are. I love having you here, Sara.
Thank you, Meredith.
Such a joy. You bring such joy to so many people. Make sure to pick up a copy of Sara's book, Sounds Like Me, My Life So Far in Song, in stores now. And look out for her new album, What's Inside, Songs from a Waitress, out November 6th.